Hey gamers, Maniac here with GameAccess.net, trying to tell you how to get the most out of your Poké Ball Plus accessory. Now, there's a lot of things that you can actually do with this thing, some of which you might know about and some of which you might not know about. We're going to tell you some of the most important features about it and share some secrets with you guys about this thing, over the course of this video. You probably received a USB to USB-C charging cable of a very short length with your Poké Ball Plus. Now, if you're like me and you mostly use your Nintendo Switch with its dock, there are two USB ports on the exterior of the dock right here. You can basically take this cable and plug it into the dock and then charge your Poké Ball Plus using this end of the USB-C, using the USB-C cable. That's typically the best way to charge up your unit. You can't really play while you're doing that because obviously this cable is far too short for that. It's not like the play and charge cable or something along those lines. But it will charge your Poké Ball up while you're obviously docked. If you're the kind of user that doesn't have their Switch typically in a dock, or you happen to use the Nintendo Switch Lite, you can use the charger that came with your Switch to charge the unit itself, or you can always buy a spare. We just charged this, so probably a good idea to check the battery life. Now, while it's not connected to any, basically when it's not in use, when it's not connected to anything, you can actually check its battery by holding down the thumbstick button and the B button at the same time. You hold it down for at least a couple of seconds. It'll pulse, as you can see here, a battery indicator light. You can see here that it's green, in which case that means that the battery is mostly full. Right now we're going to show you how to use the Poké Ball Plus the way you're probably going to be using it, which is with the game Pokemon Let's Go. Now, first things first, you want to make sure that your Nintendo Switch is up to date. Let's boot up the game. Once you hit the startup button, we'll just hit the A button, which is the thumbstick. Make sure that it pairs up. I'm going to tell it we're going to use this controller. Confirm. And it's going to tell us how it wants us to hold the controller. Right now, we're not going to connect the wrist strap. Don't worry about that for right now. And we're just going to start the game normally. Okay, we've started our game. And as you can see here, I've got full control. If thumbstick kind of acts as the A button. I'm clicking that down. If you want to go into the menu, you would hit the top. It kind of acts as the B button. Now, first thing we're going to want to do is, for the first time you're connecting this for the first time, go to Communicate. Go to Mystery Gifts, and then select you want a mystery gift from the Poké Ball Plus. This only works once, and it only works on a brand new Poké Ball Plus, so just be aware of that. The last feature that you can do in this game is actually to remove a Pokemon from your box and take it out for a stroll in the real world. Basically have it operating similar to anybody that might be familiar with the old Pokewalkers, where you could actually take Pokemon that were from Heart Gold and Soul Silver, put them into your Pokewalker, and essentially walk around with them and have them level up as you walked around, without having to boot up your DS. Now, in order to bring that up, we're going to hit the top button of the Pokeball, or the B button, whichever brings up the menu. You don't need the Pokeball in use in order for this to work. And we're going to go to the Save option. What we're going to do right now is we're going to go to, instead of Save Your Progress, we're going to go to Take Your Pokemon for a Stroll. That right there is basically the menu that you're going to have to select in order for you to basically turn this into a Pokewalker. Important thing you want to remember is, if you're connecting this for the very first time once it's been paired, you're going to want to just check the controllers and make sure the controller itself is up to date. So we're going to go to the controller option. I'm trying to find right now. Here we go. And we're going to go to Update Controllers, just to check. it tells us that all the controllers that are connected to the device are currently up to date. Now this is already connected, so we know it is up to date now. Yours may not be, so just be aware of that. We're going to show you guys what you'll need to do to your Pokemon Go equipped device to connect the two. Now, for the demonstration purposes, we're going to use an iPad, but the procedure is identical whether you're using an iPad or an iPhone. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to settings. Now, the program has already been installed right here. We're just going to open this up. You're going to make sure two things. One, make sure that your Bluetooth is on. Do not turn off your Bluetooth modem. And under the privacy settings, we're going to go to location services, and you're going to see a whole list of programs that are installed. And under Pokemon Go, make sure that it's set to allow location access always. This is very important. All right, we've got the program running right now. So this is how we're going to get the two to talk to each other. Opening up the menu, and we're going to go to settings. And these are just the regular settings. Whether you're looking at them on an iPhone or an iPad, you're going to, pretty much see them the same. So we're going to scroll down to the bottom. And right here are going to be the connection options. Because we're using the Poké Ball Plus, that's what we're going to select. You can only connect one device at a time. So keep that in mind. So we're going to scroll down to the bottom. We're going to see available devices. Tap the B button on top of the Poké Ball Plus. And then we're going to select it here. And then while it's searching, we're going to select it again. And now they're connected. We'll close that. We'll close that. Now you'll see this little icon there. If you happen to use the Pokemon Go Plus device, you're probably going to be used to this icon. It works pretty much the exact same that does. The gameplay experience is pretty much identical. So keep that in mind. If you find that you have a Pokemon in range, as you can see here it is, your Pokeball will glow green if it's something that you've already caught in the past. All you have to do is just push the B button, just as you would push the center button of a Pokemon Go Plus, and it looks like we captured it. Yes, it looks like we captured it. Let's take a look at our Pokemon list. And there's the Pokemon we just captured right there. Perfect.